Wait, you know what? Another fucking hurricane. What's going on? What is this?
So I told my wife, if anybody has been watching the hurricane reports from Florida, when they show that area that looks like Kiev, where the houses are basically look like they've been missiled, that's my neighborhood. Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean the hits just keep coming.
Yeah, what the
Unbelievable.
fuck, man? I mean, it's like, and like I came down here for this one.
I know. I told when you came down, you were just like I said, wait a minute. But that it was out, like, and then it did the it's crazy, okay, so in 2004, Charlie had basically the exact same, um, pattern or same path
Mm-hmm.
as Ian had, and then Gene had the exact same path as, uh, Nicole.
Uh-huh.
And both of those so 2 of them, the first 2 were in '04, and then, of course, these 2 were, and, like, the same, like, 42 days apart, like, everything was identical.
Man.
So,
And this is late for anyone who doesn't know. This hurricane season is supposed to be done in November, right?
yeah.
Your temperatures are going down, 60s, but this is not happening down here.
Well, I was amazed when it started to cross because I was talking to my wife, I said, "Yeah, but because you don't really pay attention to what the ocean temperatures are." But we had that period, for about we had, like, 10 days where it was, like, in the 88, 89, 90, and,
Mhm.
man, it takes no time to warm up that ocean, and, when it's made its turn, it was basically, uh, gonna hit the East Coast. The original was, like, Vero Beach, and then they said that the first pattern was or path was for it to go straight up the coast like a buzzsaw,
Mhm.
and what this did so f it the you always want to be on the west of the storm. The worst place to be is on the east because that means you're gonna get dumped because it goes counterclockwise. That northern as it comes at you, that northern, uh, spit is just a buzzsaw,
Mm.
and we got eaten alive, by the southern of the last of Ian, so we had nothing left, like, it had taken most of seawalls, so we knew if we got anything at all, and of course, we have, 16 condominium buildings. I'm talking 19-story buildings that have been deemed, unsafe, and then I think 45 houses are condemned.
This didn't get as much play in the media. I don't know if they're just storm fatigued. That's a word I've heard now too, storm fatigue. But I didn't see a lot of play outside of here. Like I was telling people back home that we're getting a hurricane. They're
Well,
like,
because
"Oh, I had no idea."
what ends up happening is, like, I got up the next day and I just checked and I saw that it was 78 in Tulsa. So, if it's 78 in Tulsa, like, how can it be a disaster here? See what I did there?
Yeah, I saw it. But yeah, and then I saw uh you sent me video of
That was a drama. That was a and that's my strip.
your area. I don't know, Steve, if I sent you this, if I can get you this, if you can if you could bring
Yeah.
this up, it's like
It's just it's unbelievable because, like, everybody that lives here because there's no high rises. It's all houses. It's like this little chill place, and, here I sit in my, on my 5th floor condo and, nothing, not a drop.
did they give you some dehumidifiers at least?
No, not this time.
No.
I guess I guess they got played out, the insurance money got played out.
Here's here's the area Kevin's talking about. Not where the fuck. You know, Steve, I'm just gonna send this to you. Look at me holding up a fuck like I'm 65 years old, holding up a fucking phone. Sorry, Kev, you're only
That's all right.
you're only 63.
While you're doing that, I want you to pick I want you to pick a hand.
There you go.
Uh,
Yeah. So it was for anyone that doesn't know, because apparently the much of the country's still in the dark about it. There was another fucking hurricane down here, and it was just it's like insult to injury for. I mean, the coastal areas in particular.
I
Coastal
think
area.
from I know for sure from Satellite Beach up got, like New Smyrna Beach got whacked. Uh, it just put it this way, we got to see newly elected governor.
See those homes? That is like so. Underneath, what I'm assuming is you had some seawall at one point
Yeah,
before
yeah,
before
yeah.
Ian, which extended uh,
I'm okay.
east.
So I'm telling you right now that okay that guy's house right there.
Hmm.
If you pull it back up, okay. If you go to, can you see where there's a seawall on the if you look to the right
Hmm.
down,
Under the yellow house.
yeah, under the yellow house, there's a seawall right there.
Yeah.
Okay, now go to the end of that, and that's the seawall that's still standing. Now you got to go out,
Scroll over it there.
right? Now see that those two pieces of cement
Yeah.
on the far right? Yeah, right
Right
there.
there. Yeah.
Okay, so now go from about there out is where the that guy's grass used to be.
Mm. I don't even know how you'd begin to rebuild that. How far those pylons because there's just nothing under the houses anymore. You got to
Right. So,
knock the whole thing
you,
down, right? That's
you've got to you've got to demolish the house in order to go in and put probably 30-foot concrete poles. So you're gonna have to drill. Like I mean, people are like, they'll never be able to rebuild this. It's impossible." I'm like, they built the Mackinac Bridge across the Great Lakes. I'm quite sure they've got technology, you know.
yeah, they could
You
do it. It's just
Yeah.
the cost and carrying the insurance in that area must be a fortune.
I think that this here is it because it's a turtle, this is a turtle sanctuary. Like, where I
Oh,
live is all that's all yeah, so this is and those all these turtles, they end up, like, down in Costa Rica, and they're, like, a huge part of that food chain for the locals, the turtle soup and the turtle meat. So, it's like, the cycle of life has been because, I mean, they just lost a generation of turtles, that were nesting.
right. Well, the
So
Costa Ricans will be all right without their turtle goddamn soup for for
I
a
mean,
year
they
or
may
two.
have to. It may give them a reason to work their way up to the border. You never know.
They're doing that anyway.
Well,